kind of potion do you have in motion? What does that even mean? Well, we're going to find out because today our intention is I am motion. Day 25 of 30 days of intuitive eating, the journey of tuning into the body by slowing down, noticing, trusting, and lots of stuff in between that we have been exploring in this 30-day journey created by Megan McElroan with Intention Inspired. So thank you so much for joining us today. We will be looking at exercise without worrying about burning calories. So let's see what kind of motion potion we have in store today from our wonderful host, Megan.
Hello and welcome back to Intuitive Eating Encouraged. Today our intention is to look at exercise without tying our self-worth and our weight to it or worrying about how many calories we burn. So for years I would tie weight loss and exercise together. And so instead of just exercising because I liked exercise or I liked to be active or it felt good and empowering and I wanted to become stronger or I wanted to be able to do push-ups or whatever reason, it was exercise for weight loss. And that's all I was focused on. All right, how many calories can I burn today in this exercise? How hard can I push myself? And when we do this, when we tie exercise and calorie burning together, it can become really not fun at all, right? Like it's like you can dread your workout. I don't want to do this today. And then you feel like, oh, I have to do it. And then if you don't work out, you might give up with eating intuitively or following your eating plan and say, well, I didn't get my workout in. What's the point of eating healthy? Right? And so we don't want to do that anymore. We don't want to tie those two things together. We want to untie those things. And so instead, we want to see exercise as this empowering thing that's amazing for the body. It helps you de-stress. It makes you stronger. It gives you muscles. It's going to help you do everything you like in life, from bending down and picking up your kid without any back pain and being able to hold your kid in your arm for longer and love on that kid, to helping you be able to pack up your house and move it if you need to and just feel strong and do the things you love. Like I exercise because I love to hike and be active and I want my body to be able to sustain that activity. For a long time though, I exercised because I was like, how many calories can I burn? And when all we focus on is exercise for calorie burning, then you can really resent exercise. And here's a fun little fact. It takes about 3 minutes to eat 300 to 400 calories, maybe 500 calories. I've eaten a hamburger in 3 minutes, who knows, right? So maybe 500 calories in 3 minutes. Guess how long it takes you to burn 500 calories? Most people, it takes an hour to burn 500 calories. And so we can't outrun our eating. So we don't want to assume that okay, I'll eat this and then I'll go burn it off, or I'll burn off calories to get away with happy hour later tonight. We don't need to use exercise to get away with calories and eating, especially when we're eating intuitively. When you're eating intuitively, you're eating for hunger and you're stopping when you're full. And there's nothing to get away with because food's abundant. Nothing's off limits. You don't have to create an excuse to get away with eating chocolate or donuts, right? You don't need to go exercise and burn calories to allow yourself to eat donuts. Those things don't have to happen anymore. Instead, you can exercise and do things you enjoy exercise-wise, not always doing cardio for weight loss, right? Do you even like cardio? Are you sick of that treadmill? Get off the treadmill. What do you like? Do you like to dance? Do you like Pilates? Do you like yoga? Do you want to go kayaking? You want to go rock climbing, hiking? What do you like? All those things are exercise. Being active is what's healthy. It doesn't matter what you're doing so much as long as you're active and you're enjoying it. And so, I'm a personal trainer who, COVID's a thing, right? So I haven't stepped in a gym in a while because of COVID. But before that, I really wasn't stepping in gyms for my workout. I was doing it in my house. I was doing them outside. I was doing it in the things I love to do. And then I was exercising once or twice a week with weights, where I used to exercise 6 to 7 days a week with weights for weight loss all the time. So it's just really good to be aware of that and to try to untie exercise and calorie burning and weight loss, right? They don't need to go together. It's great to exercise while looking to lose weight. It can definitely help to burn some calories for weight loss, but we don't need to just exercise simply to burn calories. I can't tell you how many people I've worked with who are like, yeah, I did 7 hours of cardio today. 7 hours of cardio. I ran 14 miles every day this week. 14 miles. I've never run 14 miles in my life. Like, you don't need to do those things for weight loss or to be healthy. Now, if you like to do those things, that's great. And you can, but stop exercising to the extremes in the name of weight loss. That's all I have to say. You don't need to exercise to lose weight. Exercise is about feeling empowered and strong in your body. Weight loss comes with what you're eating, how you're eating, and how much you're eating, and why you're eating it. So we don't have to tie them together. It's okay to do them. It's okay to lose weight and exercise, right? Exercise is so good for you, but you don't have to tie them together anymore. And that's the key for today's lesson, is to untie exercise and calorie burning and just exercise because it feels good. And with all that being said, I was exaggerating with the 14 miles and this, 7 hours of exercise, but people really do that. I used to punish myself all the time. If I ate or if I overate, I would go do 2 hours of cardio. I did that. I punished myself with exercise. It doesn't feel good. And so you definitely don't need to do that. It's definitely not going to promote weight loss or a healthy relationship with food or a relaxation of the mind. And so we want to realize that it's not working. That's not how it works. Weight loss happens in the kitchen, not in the gym. Building muscle and feeling stronger and being able to do things actively happens in the gym, not in the kitchen. But they can go hand to hand because what you eat can help you fuel yourself for your workout, which is important. So pre and post exercise meals are really helpful. And again, you're looking for balance and nutrient-dense foods. With all that being said, the last thing I want to say is that if you are somebody who does long distance running, I have a few clients who do this. That's amazing. I don't even know how you do that, right? But kudos to you. And I'm sure that it feels good. Maybe you get that runner's high. But if you're struggling with weight loss and you're doing all this running, just consider that after a point, the running's putting a lot of stress on your body. That stress is releasing a lot of cortisol, which affects your insulin, which can affect how you lose weight. And so if all you're doing is running, and you're consistently stressing your body out, it might not want to lose weight no matter how much you run. And I know that sounds like contradictive in the sense of like, well, I burn all these calories with running, why wouldn't I lose weight? But a lot of things happen when you run that much. You get really hungry, and so then you eat a lot, and I have a few clients, myself included, that would get like, oh, I burnt these calories so I can get away with eating these calories. And then not only did I eat those calories, I usually overate them, and then I wasn't losing weight. And so we want to detach and not tie weight loss and exercise. We don't want to try to exercise for calorie burning alone. And that's the goal of today's lesson. All right. I hope you have a great day and enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson.
Yes, Megan, beautiful. This reminded me of when I was in Thailand, pretty much eating my way through the country. Oh, such good food. And it's like $1 for a plate of food. So all these foreign delicious foods for a fraction of the price that I'm used to paying. Yes, please. I'll take 2. Make it 3. And I totally gained weight. I put on like 10 or 20 pounds, like boom. And started looking for places to stay that had exercise rooms, which isn't the most common. It was mostly places that accommodated Westerners because gyms aren't super common in most of the world. It's a very new concept, this idea of going to a gym to exercise and build muscle, because a lot of lifestyles out there, believe it or not, naturally incorporate movement into their day, which I noticed and I was inspired by. And so one thing I did during that trip, at least, after I did start going to different hostels and places that had gyms and guiltfully forcing myself to exercise so I can continue to enjoy all the yummy new foods that I was being exposed to. One shift that I made was not taking transportation places and instead just like walking from place to place, which sometimes I was walking all day, multiple days in a row, but it was so fun. I loved it because it was just so much new environment that I was very just stimulated, like walking around, and people look at you like you're just like this foreign precious object. And so it was a blast. And since then, I've been inspired to incorporate more movement into my lifestyle. But we'll get into that. Let's dive right into our healthy habit for the week. This week's healthy habit is to get quality rest. Maybe that's making sure you get 7 hours of rest, or maybe you need more. Your body will definitely tell you. You could probably check in with yourself right now. Could you have gotten more rest last night? Maybe one thing I noticed, like a couple hours before I typically go to bed, how much agitation, stimulation, aggression, all the shuns that deplete my energy, how much rest might I need to decompress from the day's festivities, and something I've been more and more inspired to do, especially because I got this surgery on the arm not too long ago, and it's such a beautiful excuse to give myself the rest I need. And it is so great to not have this pressure of, getting up and going soon or staying up late and grinding on things. I'm just like, no. Priority on the health, priority on the body. And when I'm more resourced and rested, it really does ripple into a greater ability to have mindfulness around my body and listen to its cues and triggers and be able to respond with intention instead of like react and emotionally eat. So I can see, Megan, why you included this as our week-long focus for our healthy habit. Good stuff. Today's wise words are by Megan Macaron herself, who said, "I used to exercise to punish myself for eating. Now I eat to give me energy for my workouts and help me nourish my body." All right, grooving into today's journal prompt. If you have your journal handy, highly recommend pulling it out and just giving yourself a couple minutes to journal on today's question. Why do you exercise? And how can being active be fun for you? Go ahead and give yourself a moment to journal on this. So to pick up kind of what I was inspired with when I was out in Thailand, and I noticed similar things when I was in Costa Rica and a lot of places. I've been inspired by other communities all over the world that incorporate movement into their daily lifestyle. And many of these regions don't even have gyms. It's so foreign to them because they don't need them. They lift buckets of water and building materials instead of dumbbells and kettlebells. They walk to the market instead of running on a treadmill. They tend to the garden instead of tending to an exercise routine. And being active is fun for me when it is woven into just daily creative projects. This could be remodeling the house, building out the garden, wild food foraging, hosting surfing lessons, backpacking through the wilderness, ecstatic dancing with the homies. The list of fun ways to build muscle, strengthen mobility, and deepen flexibility is joyously endless. All right, so today's daily challenge is to be active in a fun way. Whether that's dance, hike, play with your kids or your cute puppy, whatever it is, just try to be a little intentional with scheduling some time to be active in a fun way today. And that wraps up today's intentional session on motion. I am motion. Thank you so much for joining today, for taking 10 minutes out of your day to get a little intentional with how to approach food in a healthier way. Intuition, it's so beautiful, so powerful. Feeling more and more liberated around my relationship with food each day along this journey. If you are just tuning in and you'd like to start from the beginning, or if you'd like to commune with the community who has been going through this journey, you are more than welcome to join. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. The timing is irrelevant. You are where you are. It is all in divine timing, but there's a link in the description if you'd like to connect and continue the journey. Tomorrow, day 26, our intention is I am discovering. So I look forward to that. Until then, have a beautiful day. Peace, love, motion.